Hey everyone, I'm the chair from the StarCraft Garden side to bring you a quick tactics video on the Terrans in StarCraft 2, and yes, we'll be looking at their mixed style of play. So mixed style of play usually follows in the later stages of the game, as in the earlier stages you can't really do it without facing significant problems against more experienced players. So usually earlier on you'll be relying on Marines and bunkers for defense, and later on have the possibility to transition into a mech style of play. So yes, it's not recommended to go pure mech against the Protoss though, as they have quite a few units that can counter the different mech units, such as the Immortal, as well as being able to use Zealots to simply charge through the tank's splash damage and target them as well. But against the Zerg and the Terran though, it's possible to go for a bit more of a pure mech style of play. Keep in mind though that this style of play is not exactly as easy as it looks to master though, because these units are very slow, with the exception of the Hellion of course, and as such it's mostly going to be defensive style of play until you can get enough units to make one push on the enemy's main base, and normally you'll only get one chance to do that, so it's normally referred to as the Doom Push. So of course the style of play will rely on having many factory structures producing these various advanced units, with a couple of supporting SUVs to help repair your mech units and possibly drop down a missile turret or two, and you also might have a few supporting air units, such as Vikings to use against enemy air units, as well as Ravens for detection and for their support abilities as well, so which can come in pretty handy to say the least. So yes, the units' roles in this case be pretty clearly defined. The Hellions being used against light units, and given that they're the most mobile units available to the Terrans in the mech style of play, they'll also be used for harassments. Siege tanks of course will be used for sieging the opponent and providing long range damage, and the fours will be used for anti-air damage, and of course for providing a bit of a buffer between siege tanks and the opponents. They're a large amount of hit points, as you can see. And depending on circumstances, you might also, because this is a pretty gas heavy composition, you'll sometimes be using Marines as well, just as a mineral sink to help defend your tanks and such from air units mostly. And, once you get a large enough group of mech units, then you'd be sending them out in a well coordinated push, basically to first starve out your opponent by targeting their expansions, and then eventually marching on their main base. So of course the particulars of that would vary, of course, depending on your opponent and on the map as well. So there you have it. Check out the StarCraft Garden site for more information about the Terrans, and until next time, this has been Dame David, just signing off.